All right, welcome my friends. Dave McDonald here, once again with you for another exciting edition of Quarantoons, drawing cartoons with me, Dave McDonald, to help pass the time, a fun art activity, breaks up the e-learning day, and I just hope you're having fun doing these with me. If it's your first time, we usually draw a character using simple shapes as a guide. It should be a lot of fun for you. Quarantoons. Passing the time drawing cartoons. Yesterday we drew not a unicorn, but a unicorn dog. Do you remember that? And I got the colored pencils out and I decided to add some color. Did you ever color? Of course you have. That's a silly question, Mr. Dave. I always, sometimes I get in the mood to color, and I just got the coloring pens out and I started going to town on my unicorn dog. So what do you think? Maybe you could do the same with some of your drawings. Add some color. You could turn it into a greeting card for a family member. Maybe a birthday card, right? Something fun like that. Always fun to add a pop of color. All right, today we always warm up before we get started. I usually use some simple shapes, and you can see I already got started a little ahead of you, but I always like to warm up my drawing hand by drawing simple shapes. And you'll see I go around several times when I'm drawing my circles or ovals. I do squiggly lines, right? S shape for kind of a snake shape, but again, it just loosens up the wrist. And I would like to take this opportunity. It's Family Shout Out Day. A couple members of my family that I want to shout out to, Noel and Reagan. Hey, Noel and Reagan. I hope you're doing well today. My two little buddies, they are fantastic artists. They're very artistic. They're always drawing or painting or creating something. Very artistic. However, Noel and Reagan, I haven't seen your cartoon drawings yet that you've made with me. Some of the drawings that we've been doing on this series, maybe you could share them with me. I know you know how to get them to me. So I would love to see your cartoon drawings that we've been doing together here on my series. All right. And also, when you're not learning schoolwork and when you're not drawing, maybe help out around the house, pick up after dinner, help mom and dad, right? And that goes for everybody, right? These times are just unusual. Everyone's a little overworked, mom and dad especially, so go ahead and help them out. Don't even let them ask you. Just go ahead and get up from the table, clear off the table, maybe ask if you can help dust or vacuum, something to help out mom or dad while we're going through this together, okay? Noel and Reagan, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoy drawing today's character. Today's character? A frog. And this frog character is kind of special to me. It's a character that I believe is going to be in my next comic, in a book perhaps. So it's top secret. Shh. So you'll get a sneak peek at a character that may just make it into the pages of my next book. It's from a place I call Pinesap. Pinesap is a place that was featured in one of my books, and it's just a fun woodland area. And today we're going to draw the frog. So with your pencil, and you know I like to use a pencil and a marker, so we're going to start roughing out the character, starting with pencil. With your pencil, go ahead and draw kind of an oval shape. It's very circular. You could call it a circle, but it's a little taller than it is wide. All right? And then on top of that, go ahead and do this. A flat oval shape. A flat oval shape sitting on top. Okay? That's going to be the body and the head of the character. Watch this. Some big oval shapes that will become the eyeballs of the character. Look, they kind of overlap each other, don't they? They overlap each other. Okay? Mostly ovals kind of stacked all together. You'll see how that works out. Let's see. He's going to be gesturing. One hand will be over his head, pointing towards the sky. So go ahead and draw that elbow macaroni shape, right? Elbow macaroni. That's what I like to call that. A circle at the end that will become his hand. And then for the fingers and the thumbs, I like to start off just using my oval and circle shapes. And you'll see how that works out shortly. His other hand, another elbow macaroni over here. Another elbow macaroni with an oval at the end. He's gesturing. He's just kind of resting his hand against his body. So we'll work that out later when we get a little more detail. Let's see, his legs. Oh, a little more elbow macaroni. But it's not so elbow in this case. It is macaroni. It's more like a rigatoni. Rigatoni, I think that's my favorite kind of pasta, if the truth be told. I love pasta. Okay, another kind of elbow macaroni here. Give him flippers at the end. Maybe this one's pointed up a little bit. Okay, so flippers. All right, so I am going to kind of use these shapes to rough in the body of the character. These will be his eyebrows up here, coming down to the side. His mouth, see, his body and his head are kind of one shape. Okay, this is his body. His smile, he's going to have a big, goofy smile. And I think what we're going to do here, his bottom lip is over the top lip. And he's going to be speaking out of the side of his mouth. Put a little tongue in there. You'll see this come to life. He's smiling. He's got his bottom lip kind of pushed up over the top. And you'll see this come to life with our marker. All right, so why don't we get started? But you can see the basic shape of this character. Okay, inking. Grabbing that ink pen. And let's see, I like to do the inking on the top part of the drawing if I can, if I remember first, only because it keeps me from dragging my hand through any ink that might still be a little wet, right? Sometimes that happens. Okay, using these oval shapes, we create our hand gesturing towards the sky. Let's do this with some motion lines, right? All right, up over the top of that eyeball. Maybe one more time, add a little thickness. All right. And come out here, the side of his mouth. Eyeballs. All right, I don't think I'm going to cross over in the middle. I'll just leave them open in the middle. You see that? Let's see. With my pencil, I think he's going to have one eyelid there, one eyelid there. And his pupils, little circles. So let's go ahead and draw those eyelids in, pupils, 2 circles. And again, if you want to leave that little reflection in the pupil, do what I did, a little circle right there in the corner, and then color around that with your pencil or pen. Leaves a little white circle, a little reflection, a little bit of extra life to the character. Kind of fun. All right, smile. Smile. That bottom lip. Did you ever pout and put your bottom lip over your top lip? No, of course you haven't. You've never pouted in your life, have you? None of us have, of course. Okay, so his mouth is open on this side. Put a little oval at the bottom that represents his tongue, and then fill in around that tongue, okay? Color it in. The mouth is open. There we go. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's do the body and this arm of the character. He's just kind of a round shape at the bottom. See, I went through twice and I thickened that up. I could have used a thicker marker, I suppose, but I do like this brush marker. If you haven't seen the video on the pens and the markers that I use, you can go back and you can find it. Just shows you the difference between the two styles of markers that I like to use. Brush markers and then just the regular felt tip pens, really. But these brush markers I really like because they can give you lines that are thin or thick, depending on how hard you press down with them. See that? There he is. Maybe a little folding there. Let's see. Okay, the legs. Elbow macaroni, slightly curved. And those flipper feet. Elbow macaroni. Oh, you might hear my dog in the background. I think someone's coming home. And you will hear some barking, I think. Okay, underneath the body where the legs are, again, there's some weight or volume, probably causing a shadow. It's a little darker beneath something. So you can do this and give that the illusion. It gives it a little bit of depth, a little dimension, casting a shadow. Oh, let's do this. Maybe he's a frog, so maybe he's got some little spots here and there. Also, let's make him real fun. Of course, it's not going to be in just a regular frog, is it? Oh, no. If it's a character of mine, it's going to have something silly about it. And what are we doing now? Of course, he's wearing underpants. Why would he be wearing these outside in the middle of the woods? Maybe he found them from a camper, right? Who knows? Silly little character, right? Love those little frog markings we can put on them. Little dots. And when you color that, it'll really look cool. Okay, so again, oh, let's do this. Let's put him, if I have enough room down here, standing on a lily pad. Okay, how's that? Standing on a lily pad. Sometimes you have those, you ever see those cattails? Hey, they kind of cattails remind me of corn dogs. Maybe they're corn dogs that come out of the water there. Okay, horizon line in the background. Maybe that's land or sky up there. But maybe maybe he's in the water too. So you could just do little waves of water. You could show a little fish coming up to say hello to him. Right? Oh, let's go ahead and draw in our trademark cloud in the sky. That's always fun, right? Cloud in the sky. We can erase our pencil lines now. That'll clean it up a little bit. Remember all those little ovals and circles that we used to create the shape of the body? Yeah, they're not really part of the finished drawing. At least some of those lines aren't. So we can erase those, right? Clean it up just a little bit. Where's my little sweeper? There it is. There he is. How about, let's see, how about we do, I love putting in these little spots. Oh, he's saying something. Frogs. I know they say ribbit, but he's not just your ordinary, and I think I just bumped the camera there. Sorry about that. He's not saying ribbit. He's saying derp. Derp frog. That's kind Kind of funny, isn't it? How did your frog come out? That was a lot of fun, wasn't it? And this one would be a fun one to color as well. He could be green or he could be any color you wanted him to, but then maybe make those spots a different color. Draw the water blue. I don't know. There's a frog character who I think lives in Pinesap. I don't have a name for him yet, but maybe he makes an appearance in an upcoming book or a comic. I hope you had fun creating your Derp frog. Until next time, my friends, be safe, stay well, and help one another out. Okay? Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.